Launceston's low-lying suburbs were on high alert in 2016. Flooding from the North and South Esk rivers combined with a storm surge up the Tamar estuary. Researchers are looking at how sea level rise could make a similar scenario worse.
By 2050, it's kind of depend on the emission scenario, but overall, it's talking about roughly 25 centimetre sea level rise.
We would expect that the average high tide would be 85 centimetres higher than the average high tide today by 2100.
At 70 kilometres, the Tamar River is the longest tidal estuary in Australia. High tide takes more than an hour to travel from Low Head to Launceston. And as it does, the water level is amplified, rising 60 centimetres. But how would sea level rise at the mouth affect the rest of the system?
As the tide moves up the estuary, the incoming tide is stronger and faster than the outgoing tide.
Pollutants and sediments caught in the water column tend to be pushed further up the estuary.
Storm surge level that you might see once in 100 years based on our historical records up until lately would be exceeded maybe once in every 2 years by 2070.
A rise in sea levels would also increase salinity and create different patterns of erosion.
There's a really clear-cut relationship between the urgency with which we're facing more inundation and the options that we have available.
This levee here in Launceston is a hard solution to flooding, but researchers say a nature-based solution could soften the blow of surging waters, protecting commercial and residential properties lining the riverbank from future flood events.
Artificial wetlands would increase the friction and absorb some of that tidal energy that comes from a storm surge. They also increase the storage volume to accommodate some of that extra water.
We need to work together because this sea level rise is not just like a one local problem, but it's a global problem.
But for now, Launceston sits at the junction of a climate problem. April McLennan, ABC News.